Hi, and welcome to this special edition of Dave TV. So this is my first video in a series I would like to do about mental health. See, I have a tendency to bottle stuff up, but I'm not Coca-Cola and I should leave the bottling to them. Much like George Costanza, every decision I made in my life was wrong. So I figured let's do a little bit of the opposite of that and open up. See, for this video I'm just going to dip my toes in a little bit slowly because it's kind of uncomfortable for me. See, I prefer to make people laugh and smile. But that's just it. If you're feeling low enough, that could even be a challenge. Heck, getting out of bed could be a challenge. See, I was recently in a really bad place mentally. Everything felt hopeless, and I felt worthless. But luckily, I was able to get some meds and finally get into a therapist, and I'm now in a much better place. At my lowest point mentally, though, I thought I wanted to die. That was incorrect, though. See, I wanted to end the life I was living. I felt unfulfilled and bored. In the words of Hunter S. Thompson, life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride." So, it's time to get busy living or get busy dying. So, like I said in the beginning here, I'm just dipping my toes in. I'm not going to go much more into any of that. I want to actually try to have a little bit of fun in this. So I'm in the process of building that life that's worth living. I need to stay a little bit focused though. So what I do is I have my bucket list. And I keep that on my phone. Right now I'd like to share that with y'all. I'm not really too sure how I'm going to accomplish any of this, but that's kind of half the fun. I will say this, I don't want any handouts, well, unless you're like really, really rich or anything like that, and I don't really think I'll get any help from the government, so, I'll just be doing this on my own here. Well, with friends and family, because frankly, I'm surrounded by really good people. All right, so time to read my bucket list to y'all. I want to see Big Boy run. So a Big Boy is the largest steam-powered locomotive that ever ran. They have several in a museum, or a couple in a museum, I guess, but they have one that tours the country. Yeah, I want to see that one. I want to camp somewhere with a dark sky. I've lived in a city my whole life. I haven't seen enough stars. I want to travel to Mexico and eat all the styles of tacos. I want to see the Northern Lights. I want to have pho in Vietnam. I want to have pad thai and all the other goodies in Thailand. All the spicy foods. I want to climb Mount Chimborazo. So that's the furthest point from the center of the earth. It's actually a little further from the center of the earth than Everest is. But I don't necessarily want to climb Everest because I don't want to die freezing on a mountain. I want to camp the dry tortugas off Key West. That one's a close one. That one's very doable. I want to save a life. I want to go to the Color Festival in India. I apologize, I can't think of the name of it offhand. That's what I have on here. Also in India, I want to see, there's this really cool temple that aligns with the sun twice a year. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to visit Dimebag Darrell's grave. I said Dimebag Darrell's Dave. That's me. But I do want to go to visit his grave. I also want to see Pantera play. They're like my favorite band of all time and have been. Sitting right over there are several records. Love them. I want to have ramen in Osaka and all the other foods there. I mean, Osaka looks awesome. I also want to see a traditional katana being made, the traditional way. I love blacksmithing in general, by the way. I just think it's really cool. I want to tour Italy on a motorcycle, preferably an Italian one. I mean, when in Rome. I want to attend the Isle of Man race. I want to own a lowrider, preferably 64 Impala, candy paint, knockoff wire rims, 13-inch wheels, 4 pumps in the back, front back and side to side motion. You know what I'm talking about. But I also have to admit, I got a big part of my heart that really does like the one from Training Day. Love that car. Anyway, okay. I want to own a Survivor 60s or 70s chopper. This is something I've wanted for a very, 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 very long time. Honestly, my whole life. Don't get me wrong. I like modern ones too, but I'm sorry. The Survivors are just where it's at. I want to have a really bitchin' van. So again, preferably it's Survivor. But to tell you the truth, though, there's so much cool stuff with the modern, technology and whatnot. Yeah, I'm okay with a modern one, but old school style, big ass, huge mural on the side, preferably of me. I want to do the Whalen Run. It's just a motorcycle ride. Actually coming up. Just can't make it over there this year. It's in Arizona. I want to help make a friend a millionaire. That one's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. I want to make it happen. I want to get a traditional style bamboo tattoo, like the bamboo poke tattoo. Either what you call it, in Japanese or Polynesian. I want to go scuba diving. I want to do the thing with sharks too. Put me in a cage. The squid are really pretty rad too. I want to own a house in the country. I want to see as much live music as possible. I just want to see different concerts. I love different concerts. I want to see Maneskin in Italy sometime. That would be cool. Part of my motorcycle tour. I want to make a living in a way that it's fitting of me. Maybe someday I'll own Dave's choppers, lowriders, and vans. We'll see. Choppers, lowriders, and vans. I like the sound of that. I want to be successful in my way. I'm just gonna kind of touch on it with wealth a little bit there. Just I want enough peace of mind and comfort, to not have to worry a lot. I mean, who the hell doesn't want that, obviously? But I also want that with enough humility to actually reach a satisfied mind. I see you out there, billionaires. All you are hoarders. You're no better than the person with piles of newspaper in their house. Yeah, I said that, Elon Musk. You're no better than the person piled up with pill bottles in their house. It's the same thing. All you're doing is hoarding something. I want to run into a dust devil. Yeah, I watched a video of people running into a dust devil. That they were just pure joy, and it looked like so much fun. I just want to run into one so bad. I don't care. I'll get sand out of me at some point. I want to make a hip opera or a rock opera. I'm gonna level with you. I've been working on this, but man, I gotta get the songs together. It's just a whole thing. It's a lot, and don't even get me started on dialogue. I'm not even there yet. I have basic plot lines put together, but it's gonna be a bit. I want to take a picture on Abbey Road. How cool would that be? Hello, Beatles. I want to ride a motorcycle on the Salar de Uyuni salt flat in Bolivia. I'm going to level with you. I probably do not know how to actually say it, but I still want to ride a motorcycle on it. If you don't know, look it up. It's the biggest salt flat in the world, and when it gets a little bit of rain on it, it turns into a big mirror. It's really pretty cool. I want to see a rocket launch up close. So I did recently go to a rocket launch over in Cape Canaveral several months ago, and it was absolutely unbelievable. But I was pretty far away. I'd like to get a little bit closer and be able to see. I would also love to be able to see like a launch when they're taking up the astronauts and stuff. That would just be so cool. All right, now here's my big fat hairy audacious goal. Before I even get into this, like, trust me, I know this one's pretty, but even making it like a little bit of the way, even just having a little speck is better than not doing anything. I would absolutely love to be the largest private landowner of wildlands on Earth. Now, the thing is, like, there's no money in it. Like, that's the reason why there aren't, as far as I know, a ton of people doing this, because I don't want to make money off of it. I just want to let nature do its thing, keep it wild as much as possible. I think that's a big thing that we've messed up. And don't get me wrong, governments do it, but I want to do it. That's basically it. That's my bucket list. So I'm going to be honest with you. There's kind of a lot there. I really feel like I need to get to work. But thank you. If you made it especially this far in the video, excuse me, I very much so appreciate that. I am going to, like I said, do a little bit more of a series on here. I will open up a little bit more about my life and stuff, but I also just, I want to just, try to be able to help a little bit. If you're going through a hard time, I understand. It's hard, but you've made it this far. You can make it further. Also, remember the impermanence of everything in life. Nothing is permanent. If you are going through a hard time, just always try to frame it as in for now. Things can only get better from there. If you are at your low point, what do you have to lose? You can only go up from there. Keep fighting, y'all. Later.